Hello guys, now I am going to talk about digital panels. In our day-to-day life, we can't do anything without our mobile phones, laptops, whatever it may be. We are using it regularly. We can say like that we are addicted to mobile phones. Every day we wake up and just checking our notifications and doing our jobs on our laptops, whatever it may be. Everything is made up of different types of kinds of panels. There are lots of panels in the market. So now we are going to see about some of the digital panels mostly used in nowadays market. Yes, there are several kinds of panels, but the most cheapest and efficient panels are widely used because they have to control their get their profit like that. But LEDs, LCDs, and AMOLED, OLED panels are highly used in nowadays devices because they are cheaper and more effective. I mean that every day we are seeing more than 1,000 colors of those different came from lights in our mobile phones. Before 20s, the mobile phones are have only gray patterns, gray lines, black and white, just like that, or yellowish. But nowadays, digital panels have consist of lots of colors. I mean, every colors in there because of these kinds of panels, LEDs, LED panels. Great visual impact. It has made a great visual impact. Digital panels have competitive price, can be easily installed, enabled, and creations of communication network in a simple and effective way. Stop using papers and plastics. Be eco-friendly by switching to LED screens and promote any event or communication, anything. Yeah, just like that, we are doing everything. Our presentations also nowadays, it's like we are using before our mobile phones came. If you want to do a presentation, you have to go to a computer or browsing center by doing Microsoft presentation. But nowadays, we can do anything in our mobile phones. So everything is because of these digital panels. It's the beautiful way of communication. Everyone knows that. We are getting everything by seeing and hearing of it. You may hear of it. Everybody says that what happens when you see a tube light for hours, same like that, mobiles and laptops. But it's not like that. But you know what? It's not because TVs and mobile phone panels are made of IPS LCDs and AMOLED panels. They are, yeah. Those panels don't have that high much amount of brightness to affect your eyes. Of course, I agree with that. It will hurt your eyes, make irritation, but it not much as the LEDs. Tube lights are made of LEDs, so that is high contrast. Everything is high in that. That's too bright. So if you watch a LED light for hours, maybe it will make you blind. But your mobile phones will not make you blind. Of course, it will affect your eyes, but AMOLED displays and LCDs will never gonna make you blind. Now we are gonna see about our LCD displays. Before a year ago, every phone has LCD displays. Now all mobile phones and laptops, TVs are made of AMOLED because it has the colors are more pop-up and blacks are too black because they are using AMOLED displays, but it has too high cost. LCD displays are really called as liquid crystal displays. That's what we call LCDs. Displays consist of a matrix of liquid crystals. Liquid crystals do not emit lights themselves and are reliant on some form of backlight to illuminate the whole display. As a result, LCD display can be very visible in direct sunlight. Of course, if you compare to AMOLED display, LCDs are a bit brighter, but it has some defects. You are seeing from a different angle from side of your laptop or mobile phone. The LCD panels will reflect. You can't see it clearly, but AMOLEDs are not like that. Those are the simple difference between AMOLED and LCD display. Okay, in last live is not about LCD display. Now we're going to see a AMOLED display. It's a really big competitors in nowadays mobile phones. Flagships are using AMOLEDs and normal budget phones are using LCDs. I don't know why. AMOLED is a type of OLED display. Of course, it's a LED display. Technology OLED describes a specific type of thin film display technology in which where organic compounds from the materials and attracting matrix reflects to a technology behind the addressing of pixels. AMOLEDs are the only kind of displays used for inbuilt fingerprint. Yes, nowadays we are using fingerprint sensor in our display. I mean, our inbuilt display. Before that, our fingerprints are there, but it's not like in your display. It's like it's back on your phone on an external, but now we can touch our phone and turn it on with our fingerprints, like a Mission Impossible. But because of these AMOLED displays, you can't place a fingerprint sensor under a LCD panel, but you can place a fingerprint sensor under a AMOLED panel. In our full screen displays, we are using under display cameras also. They're going to come up in next few years. And it has a high refresh rate, and then yes, of course, LCD panels also have high refresh rate like 120 Hz, but AMOLEDs are naturally the liquid fluid, buttery smooth, because it's AMOLED panel. It's really good at visibility in different kind of what's that? Different kind of angles also. You can see very clear view of the image. It has true colors. It's a really good panel. Modern AMOLED displays also provide better viewing angles, suppressing IPS. However, since AMOLED is more difficult to produce than IPS, yes, AMOLED is big higher cost. Already I told you it's only used in the flagship mobiles and flagship devices. Costs are higher than I imagined, quite as sharp. Since each dot is essentially its own colored light in an AMOLED display, colors are better and contrast is great. Yes. Now we are going to see a bit of differentiating between IPS LCDs and AMOLED panels. IPS LCD panels are more effective in multi-touching. Yeah, this is one of the most important points in displays. If you are playing a game, it's like a video game. You can take it as PUBG. There are 4-finger claw players. If you are touching different places in your display at the same time, um, I mean, if you're using 4-finger, your thumb finger will not respond because it's AMOLED. But in IPS LCD, it will not happen. Multi-touch is very effective in IPS LCD panels, but at the same time, in AMOLED panels, they are good at contrast, high refresh rate, liquid fluid, everything is there. But you are using a multi-touch, it has some lag. If you're touching 3 spots and you're trying to touch another spot, of course, it's not going to work out. Yes, IPS LCD phones are phones. I mean, not the phones. Everything. IPS LCD displays, TVs, whatever it may be. It cost is low, but it's compared to AMOLED. AMOLED is flagship. You know what is flagship? That means it's a bit quite better than a normal device, budget mobiles, budget laptops. Little bit difficult to see from alternative side of the panels. As I already told you, no. If you are watching from a side angle, it's a bit harder to see the image in LCD panels. But AMOLED has a better viewing angle. Used in budget mobiles and TVs, this is also in a point because AMOLED displays are used in flagship devices. LCDs also, I don't read that. LCDs also used in flagship panels, but upcoming mobiles, I'm saying with mobiles and laptops, TVs also. There are AMOLED panels are only used because it has a high color ratio, contrast, everything. And thanks for watching. This is M. Giriraj.